Hi, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. So, hope you all are doing great. Hope you're doing well. I am back again with another recipe video. I am making yam and fish sauce. So, this is Nigerian yam. I bought it for $10, I believe. Yep, they're pretty pricey over here. So I'm just going to slice it up. As you can see, I have sliced it up. We're going to peel it, wash it, boil it a little bit, and then lightly fry it. That gives it a very special taste and texture. So this is something my grandma, the last memory of her in terms of food that I remember. I was very little when she passed away, but I remember her fish sauce. It was spicy and had dried fish in it, all sorts of things. So based on that memory of the flavor, that's what I'm going to try and replicate here. So you can see I am washing the yam and I'm going to boil it. Add a little salt in the water before we add the yams. My mom also used to prepare something similar in terms of this method of preparing the yam, where you cook it twice. You boil it and then lightly fry it. But as you're frying it, you add onions, fresh pepper, and a little bit of spice. It gives it that extra flavor. So my mom also prepared something similar, but in terms of the fish sauce, I'm trying to replicate the flavor from childhood, and it actually turned out pretty good, actually. Mine, I added some mushrooms. So here are the ingredients for the fish sauce. We have dried catfish, I just showed you, habanero peppers, garlic, red onions or purple onions, soft tomatoes I had left over in the fridge, but it will work, and mushroom. That's a unique species of mushrooms. If you know what that particular species is called, please put it in the comment section below. Let me know. So we're going to give them a cut it up, and you can see I've chopped up everything. I've washed the dried fish and deboned the fish as well, and we're good to go. So of course we have our bouillon powder, hunger. Let's check on our yam. We're going to check it to see if it's soft, and I think yes, it's good to go. It's not too soft, it's not still too firm, so that's just right. We're going to strain it so it stops cooking, because if you leave it in the water is hot, it will continue to cook. So now we've strained it. Now let's get our sauce going. So into a saucepan with oil, we're adding the bouillon seasoning. And again, I'm replicating my grandma's meal. So the ingredients are similar, not exactly the same, but just that fish, dried fish, pepper, hint of tomatoey flavor. I think I actually got the flavor, but the ingredients are slightly different. So here we are cooking the yam again. This is where the yam takes on a different flavor. It has a life of its own, very different from either having boiled yam or having fried yam. So now we're doing both, and that gives the yam a different flavor. Of course, when you're frying it, you season it with fresh ingredients, like fresh, you see, habanero peppers, fresh garlic. We're going to add fresh onions. The yam takes a life of its own. It becomes so tasty. So here we're sprinkling some onions, and the onions and the pepper will caramelize, even slightly burn, but it's going to give the yam that unique flavor I'm looking for. So we've turned it, it's ready. You can see that the pepper and the onions are slightly toasty, not too black burnt, but slightly toasty. So that's also going to give that yam a distinct flavor. So let's take it out. We're going to be using this particular oil, the same pan for our fish sauce. We'll take out some of the overcooked onions and pepper and leave some for the sauce. All right, let's go ahead and add our remaining onions. Initially, we just added a little bit, and here's what's left. We're adding it to the oil. We're going to add the garlic, the remaining garlic, the remaining pepper. Give that a stir before adding our dry fish that has been washed and deboned. We're leaving the skin because that's also part of that unique flavor that I'm looking for. Okay, give that a stir. We're going to let it cook for about a minute or two, about 2 minutes, before we add our mushrooms. So we're going to season it as well. Add some more bouillon powder. You can add curry. I don't want to add thyme at this point. I don't like the flavor of thyme in this particular meal. I don't think that distinct flavor I'm looking for, that memory had thyme. But we're going to add a little bit of curry. A dash of curry. This curry has a very strong, intense smell. So we're adding a little bit, and then our chopped mushrooms. Mushrooms adds the extra vitamins, vitamin D. I mean, mushrooms, they're really, really good for you. If you know the name, again, if you know the name of this particular species of mushrooms, please put it in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Okay, we're giving it a good stir. The flavor already, I mean, not the flavor, the smell, the aroma, I should say, is just, ooh. You can get the smell of the dry fish, the smell of the earthy mushrooms, and then that burst of intense smell from the habanero peppers with the onions. Oh my goodness. Now we're adding the tomatoes. Again, this was leftover tomatoes, a little bit soft. So that plays into the, saucy or soupy texture that we're looking for. So we're giving it a stir. Let it cook for a bit. If you notice, I did not add extra salt. There's salt, remember, that we used to boil the yam. We also have the bouillon the bouillon powder. So the flavor is good enough. Plus the dry fish has extra flavor. Okay, and it looks the part. Let's see if it tastes the part. Let's see if how good is my memory. Let's see. My grandma passed away. Let me see, when I was below 10, maybe 8 or 7 years old. But I remember her meals, they were extra spicy but tasty. Once in a while she'll cook, and ooh. that's the sound you make when you're eating the food. Ooh, because it's so hot. But very, very tasty. Has that, down home cooking, just like my mom's cooking. But anyway, so here it is. We've served it. And if you want to watch me eat it, this kind of food you eat with your hands, check my shorts, YouTube shorts, and watch me eat this meal. Okay, bye for now, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification as well so you'll be notified when I pop up another video. Have a blessed one.